What is purpose? Now, notice I didn't say, how do I find my purpose, or what is my purpose, or, um, how do I connect to my purpose? I asked the question, what is purpose? There's so much going around about the concept of, I have to find my purpose. I have to find my purpose. And we're going to talk about that a little bit, but really I want to dive into this question of what is purpose. I'm Kim Marie. Welcome to my channel that is supporting women to feel more empowered in their life. What is purpose has to do with the question of what I believe is actually every human being's purpose on this earth. Now, I know that may sound odd. There's how many billions of people, right? Nearly 8 billion people on this planet. How could we all have the same purpose? Well, what I'm talking about is our divine purpose to be creators, right? Many different wisdom traditions talk about the idea of, that we're here and created in the image of God, in the image of the Creator, right? And this idea that we are here to be creators. Now that is where we then become distinctive, unique human beings, because every one of us might be here to create something different. One person might be creating music, another person written material, another person something in the tech world, another person creating a video, right? Any kind of creation. When we are expressing and working with our true unique gifts, we're creating. And in that space of creation, we can lose track of time. We can lose track of what's going on. We can get lost in the creative process, and it's such a magical flow state that we end up in. But what I want to talk about here is this idea of really tuning into that. It's a deeper calling, a calling that whispers to you from a bigger place, not your lower nature. It's not a compulsion, meaning we don't feel compelled to do something, but rather it's a calling. It's kind of like something we can't not do, right? I love the double negative on that. Just this idea that it's like, I don't know what I would do if I didn't do this. I cannot not do it in my life. And all too often, we disregard some of those things. We disregard our true purpose, and we don't create, or we don't create from that space of aligned will, from that space of calling that we have within us. And maybe we end up creating for someone else at the job that we're at, or creating based on what we think everyone else needs, or we think we should do. We get caught and stuck in all of that. Living on purpose is really about tuning into your creative force. And when I say your creative force, it's really this broader creative force that moves through all of us, expressed in the unique way that is you. Okay, so you may be feeling inspired to write a book. You may be feeling inspired to create unique items from found objects in nature, or recycled objects from, old repurposed items. Or maybe you feel called to create a home for yourself and your family, or whatever it is. There's different callings, and there are many ideas of this idea of purpose and creation. And it has a lot to do with our stage in life, how our values change, how our sense of purpose changes, right? It changes over time. We change over time. When I created my home for myself and my boys, I was, I am a single parent, and I'm working on creating a great life for them. And so when it was time to find a home for us and create a home, that was my creative purpose. That was the creator that I felt called to be, right? And when I create courses or my annual journals, those are the callings that are coming to me to create, to express in my unique way in the world with my unique strengths. So I'm curious, what are your unique strengths? What kind of whispers and callings are you hearing these days? Please share in the comments. I'd love to start a conversation about this, because the other thing that happens is that when we declare what we feel called to do, sometimes we might be surprised at how much people cheer you on. And so make a comment, share in the comments what you're feeling called to do, and cheer each other on. If you notice another comment, reply to it. Let people know that you're cheering them on, that you encourage them, that you want them to be the creator that they're here to be, and let them cheer you on and receive that. Allow yourself to be in a space that connects people in community, in common purpose, right? We have this common purpose of creating, but your version of it is going to be different than my version, is going to be different than another person's. Let's share that, and let's begin to create a space where we really can honor one another, cheer each other on, and see that level of creation moving forward through us as a sense of unique purpose. Now, it's so much more potent than we might think to tune into this particular concept of purpose. When we get stuck in the idea that, I have to find my purpose, we get stuck in the idea that there's got to be one version. I used to do that so much. I always envied the people who were so clear about what they wanted to study in college or what kind of work they wanted to do in the world, and they knew exactly what it was going to be. I was never like that. It was just not me. But when I started noticing that I'm here to create, that is my purpose, and that is the purpose of every one of us here, that is purpose. When I say what is purpose, purpose is creation. And yes, we want to also honor creation for the sake of life. Life-giving creation, life-benefiting creation, life-evolving creation. Indigenous wisdom tells us that we want to think about the impact of our actions, including our creative actions, 7 generations ahead. And that may take some time, but that also makes you feel even more on purpose. When you know that your creation might benefit not only this generation, but generations to come, in some way, oh my goodness, you begin to feel this incredible fire of purpose within you. So I invite you to tap in to your sense of purpose. What is unique to you? Declare it in the comments, subscribe to the channel, share this with others, get the conversation going, and let people know that we're here to create, that we're here to do this together and collaborate. And who knows, you might find someone else sharing some ideas that are exactly what you had in mind, and you might find that you can connect with others to bring your creations to life. So I invite you to subscribe, share, comment below, and let me know what is that calling that you feel is your sense of purpose.